Ginger, I am here with a haul. Now, on my Facebook page, I had put that there would be a record store day vlog, but my friend Christy, who also has a channel here on, she's probably going to kill me that I tell you this, but my friend Christy, who also has a channel here on YouTube, her name is Christy Joseph, and her channel is called The Josie Files. She tied one on last night. So this is being filmed Saturday afternoon. This is going to be loaded on Monday, so you're going to be seeing this. Oh my dear, my hair is sticking up. Oh no. She tied one on Friday night. But was a trooper because we had made plans to do this record store day thing about a month ago. So she only had like 3 hours sleep and had a rip snorting headache, but she powered through. And we made a couple of stops. We went to Ulta, Sephora, and Sweet Spot Audio. All of this was over in Webster, Texas, which is a little jaunt down the road from where I live, a super jaunt from where she lives. But they have really, I was hoping that, because I'd never been to the Ulta or the Sephora in that part of town before, so we went over there. It was in the Baybrook area. If anybody is from Houston, you know where the Baybrook area is. So we went to the Ulta that was across the street from Baybrook Mall. We went to the Sephora that was in the Baybrook Mall. And then we went to Sweet Spot Audio which is not too far down from Baybrook. It's in a little strip center on Highway 3. Just there in Webster. So instead of doing that, because I didn't feel like she was in the mood to have a camera be in her face and try and act like she didn't have a headache, I decided that I would just do a haul because I got some pretty good stuff, I think. So our first stop was to Ulta, and here's what I got. Some stuff was things that I needed. Most of it was things that I needed. A couple of things with things that I wanted. So, but I bought another Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water, because I always, after I wash my face, I spray this all over it to have like the calming of the skin. The aloe is very good for that, and the rose water. The next item is the Urban Decay De-Slick. I actually wanted to get the all-nighter, but they didn't have any, so I got the De-Slick, which I've used before and I like. I had been putting off buying another one of these because it's $30, and but I'm starting to get low on Fix Plus because I've been using that as setting spray, and I didn't want to completely run out of Fix Plus because I like to use that sometimes with the metallic eyeshadows. So I bought a De-Slick, which is good too because I've used it before and I like it. And then I bought a backup concealer because I'm starting to get low. It's the CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer in Fair because I be pasty. And then, so those were kind of things that I needed. A setting spray, my little facial spray, and some concealer were things that I needed to either have backups of or needed to have one on hand. The two things that I bought that I wanted was the Urban Decay, it's the Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Native, and I bought the matching lip liner as well. So there are those. Because I have, this will be my third Urban Decay lipstick from this Revolution line. So look how pretty that is. Pretty, pretty. And even though you probably can't tell in this, Native is kind of like a light pink. Yeah, baby, yeah. Yeah, you probably can't tell. Because in the tube, it actually kind of looks like it's an orangey nude, but this is a pink. It's a pink. Not a bright pink, not a baby pink, like a natural pink. And then I bought the lip liner too because I really like Urban Decay's lip liners. They really help to keep the lipstick in place all day long, even when you eat and stuff like that. So I bought the matching lip liner with this one too. And there's the lip liner in Native. Alright. That was everything we got in Ulta, which was plenty. I did plenty of damage in Ulta. It's amazing how you can spend so much money and it only fills up half this little sack. Anyway, next is Sephora. Sephora. Now, let me tell you my background with Sephora. I've bought stuff off of Sephora.com before. I've been into a couple of Sephoras that were inside of JCPenney's, didn't really care for them. This was the first time I've been in a full-fledged Sephora. A standalone, you know, its own thing, not inside nothing else, not like a little niche, little counter inside some other store. This was the first time I've been in a full-fledged Sephora. And I love it. Love it. So much stuff. Oh, so much stuff. And somehow I maintained composure and didn't go crazy. But still, like $27 worth of stuff in this tiny little bag that's barely the size of my head. Anyway, so I bought, they had these on sale for like $6. It was like on an end cap where they have their sales stuff. Trend Tips, Real Lacquer Strips, the Sephora by OPI. There you go. And I got their leopard print glittery ones. I thought I'd try those. They're fun. My friend Christy got the same pair too. And then the big thing that I got, because I wanted to go see the Kat Von D stuff. I actually wanted to look at their palettes, but they didn't have, they only had like the center palette and the Poetic palette. They didn't have like the Esperanza and all that other stuff, which is what I really wanted to look at. But they had some gorgeous, gorgeous lipsticks. This is the Kat Von D. It's called Foiled Love Lipstick. And that's what I have on right now. And the color I got is Valentine. OMG. My friend Christy also got one of these same kinds, the Foiled Love lipstick, but she got a different color. I'm not sure what color. It's more of an orangey red color that she got. And this that I got is more of a berry color called Valentine. And okay, let's talk about how stinking cute the packaging is. The silver with etched, and then you can see what the color looks like. And then look at that. And I will warn you, this these Foiled Love lipsticks have glitter in them. But they're not uncomfortable to wear. I put it on after, because we went to Ulta, we went to Sephora, and then we went to lunch. And after lunch, I put this on, and I still have it on. And it's worn really well because it was probably between 12:30 and 1 when we finished up lunch and I put this on. So it was sometime between 12:30 and 1. And I think it still looks good. So it's got really good lasting power. It feels good on the lips. I think there's a little bit of a grittiness when you rub your lips together because of the glitter, but it's not sticky. It's not and it's not an uncomfortable grit. But I will tell you, this is so beautiful on. I can deal with any kind of grittiness there might be, and it's not something like you really have to rub your lips together like that to feel the grittiness. Like when I'm talking to you, I can't, and my lips go together, I don't feel a grittiness. It hasn't dried out my lips, but like I said, I've only been wearing it for, well, I've been wearing it for like 5 hours at this point. Yeah, because it's almost 5:30. So I've been wearing this for a good 5 hours now. My lips aren't dried out. I haven't reapplied it since I first put it on, so it's got some good lasting power. It's a beautiful color, and I'm sure that the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's this beautiful deep berry color, and it's a buildable color, because when I swatched it on my hand with the sample that was there, you know, it gave a really nice color first swipe, and then when you swipe it more and more, it just get deeper and deeper and deeper. So I really like this, and I know my friend Christy likes the one she bought too, and she's got red hair and pale skin, so that orangey red is going to look really good on her, or it does look really good on her because she put it on too as soon as we walked out of the store. So that's the Kat Von D Foiled Love Lipstick. Loving it. And let's see what else. I got 100 Point Perk. So I got the Hope in a Jar Night Cream Intense Retexturizing Moisturizer. So that was my 100 Point Perk. And then my free samples were the Murad Time Release Retinol Concentrate for Deep Wrinkles. I don't know if that girl thought I had deep wrinkles or what. And then they gave us packets of fragrances. The Exhilarating Gift of Fragrance. So this is a bunch of, oh, it's some advertisements. And it's some samples, I guess, of some new fragrances that have come out. So here's the, here's the Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana. And it's got a sample on the back. And then the Chloe Eau de Parfum. There's that. And it's got the sample on the back. Miss Dior Blooming Bouquet Eau de Toilette. And that. Versace, a bra showing. Sorry about that. Versace Bright Crystal Eau de Toilette. That. And then Toka Simone Eau de Parfum. Like that. So that's all the samples, and that is everything from Sephora. I really enjoyed that trip to Sephora because, like I said, I had never been inside a full-fledged Sephora before, so it was a treat, and I had a really good time. Now, the main reason why we made this trip was April 19th. Today is 19th, right? Yeah. I'm filming this on the afternoon of the 19th. So April 19th is Record Store Day. Basically, it was a day that was created several years ago in support of local record stores that have managed to survive all these years. So, let me get this lipstick off of my hand because I don't want to accidentally stain one of my records. That would be tragic. So, I wasn't able to go last year. My friend Christy did go last year, and she got some pretty good stuff, but I wasn't able to go last year because I already had something else scheduled for that day. But we were determined to go this year. So, we went to this little store over in Webster called Sweet Spot Audio because Christy. I'd never been there before, but Christy had been there several times and said they had really, really great prices and a great selection, and they were really good people. So we went, and she has now reignited my vinyl addiction. Not that it ever really went away, but like, this is my new favorite place. So the thing about Record Store Day is a lot of times record companies and artists and stuff like that will re-release stuff or release special pressings or stuff like that on vinyl for this specific day. But everything I bought is what's considered the category of vintage, which they used to call used, but now they call vintage. So let me pull it out and show ya. First thing I saw, my friend Christy was like, "You were so lucky you saw that first." Def Leppard, High and Dry from 1981. This was the first record that they made working with Mutt Lange, who helped make them so big with Pyromania and Hysteria and all that kind of stuff. So this has High and Dry, Saturday Night, Bringing on the Heartbreak, which I love, and look at them youngins. Look at them youngins. Youngins. And y'all may not recognize this person. This is Pete Willis, because this was the last album that Pete Willis did with them as the guitar player before he got fired. Yeah, I'm pointing to the right one. Before he got fired and Phil Collen took over. And Phil Collen is still with the band. Been with the band all these years. Look, and this is what I love. Look at that. It's got the original sleeve in it that has pictures. But look, it's kind of tore at the bottom. But look at that. Look at that. I love it. Love, love, love. And this was $8.99. That's probably how much you would have paid for it new back in 1981. Yeah, because this is 1981. Hologram Records. Alright, next is Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town, Waylon Jennings. And this is from 1973. So this was when he was just starting to do his outlaw thing, but he didn't have the beard and everything yet. But this has Just to Satisfy You, Gentle on My Mind, Ruby Don't Take Your Love to Town. So good. Today I Started Loving You Again. I love Waylon Jennings. Love Waylon Jennings. So I'm so excited about this. This is from 1973. Sorry about that. And I paid $7.99 for that. You see that? $7.99. And what I also love too is that a lot of the vinyl from back in the 70s and earlier is a lot heavier weighted, and you can tell because this album is a lot heavier. When you pull it out of the sleeve, you're like, whoa. Next one is Quiet Riot, Mental Health. This was the one that was so big, was such a big album. And Sweet Spot actually had, I came across like 3 or 4 copies of this, but of course I looked at every single one of them to make sure I got the one that had the least amount of scratches. And being used, aka vintage, they're going to have some scratches on them because, you know, someone used them at some point. So this has Come On Feel the Noise on it. So love that. Alright, next is Johnny Cash, Orange Blossom Special. There we go. This is from the 60s. What year is this? Does it have a year on it? Here's what it looks like. Does it have a year on it? Come out, come out. I want to come out. Let's see. Well, it doesn't have a year on it, but let's see. Let me peruse this bad boy one more time, see if I can find a year. No, it doesn't have a year, but judging from the boots he's wearing and the font and the way this is laid out, this is probably from the 60s, like maybe the mid 60s. That's just a guess. All right, the last thing that I bought is John Cougar Mellencamp, and it's called Uh-Huh. This is from 1983. Oh, and the Johnny Cash one I paid $8.99 for. And this one I paid $7.99 for. So this has crumbling down, pink houses, all that kind of stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Alright, so that's all the records. But because it was record store day, I got a few extra goodies in here. They gave us a little record store list, which has pictures of some of the albums that were either re-released. I think these were all re-releases that are shown on here. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. These are all re-releases that they show on here. And it has on this side a list of all of them, so you can kind of have a little checklist of the stuff. In here, this one is for Austin Lucas, Stay Reckless. This is advertising a independent record release for an artist. And then a sticker that says The Head and the Heart, Let's Be Still, and this is also an advertisement for a record release from an independent label. And then there is a promotional CD that they put in mine, and actually my friend, she had a promotional 45 that was in hers. This one is a promotional CD from Verve Records. It's called The New Sound of Verve, featuring Dirty Loops, Falls, Can Waken, Tom the Lion, and Younga. So there's that. And it's just a 5-song promotional CD for that little independent record label. And then on top of all that, this particular store, Sweet Spot, when you buy stuff from them, they give you a punch card. So when you get like 10, when you bought 10, you get a certain amount off of a vintage record. I think it was like $8 off of a vintage record, which basically is free or almost free, because I didn't see too many vintage things in there, but I mean, I didn't go through everything. But most of the stuff I saw was in the $7.99, $8.99, and $9.99 range. I'm sure there was some in there that was more, but that was most of what I saw. And the last thing was they gave us all little free t-shirts. Look at that. Well, you can't see it on that side. Look at that. It says Sweet Spot, Audio, and More. So it's a t-shirt for their record store. And then on the back, it has a picture of a little cartoony picture of a Corvette. And my friend's t-shirt had a little cartoon of a Ferrari, I think. So that was nice of them to give us a t-shirt. Oh, and the sack was a special sack. A special record store day sack. It says, Vinyl is dead, long live vinyl, record store day 2014. This is kind of cool. So that is everything for this haul. You know, I told Christy I was going to go home and tell my mom, "Cripes, Mom, I spent all of my money on makeup and records," which is true. We were on our way back home by 2 o'clock, but we did some damage. Mostly makeup. I spent more money on makeup than I did on records, but that's how it goes. Anyway, so that's everything for the Sephora, Ulta, and record store day haul. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy hauls, or if you like this video in general. If you are a subscriber, thank you for coming back and sitting for a spell. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. That way you'll be able to see every time I post a new video, which I try to do at least 3 times a week. So I guess that's everything. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.